What it do, YouTube? It's your girl, Siani Shanae, and I'm back with another video. So today is May 27th, and we are just about done the month of May. Like, can you believe it? We're about to be in June. Like, time is going too fast. But yeah, so we're coming up to the last few days of May. So it is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I've been teasing this video since the beginning of 2019. It is rather late to talk about, but I mean, with these kind of things, I feel like you'll know when you're ready to talk about it. So although what I'm about to talk about happened almost 2 years ago, it still is very significant, and I feel no shame in putting it out. Let's just say that. I was in a very, very dark place at this time, and my mental health was kind of triggered. So I felt like what better way to talk about it than this month, because it's Mental Health Awareness Month. And as I grow more and finding myself and my purpose and my journey and stuff like that, I realize that my mental health is very serious, and I do probably have some issues. So I want to be a voice for that. I want to be as open and as honest as I can, because like I said in a few videos back now, when I talked about just plain old depression, if some people are probably going through it and they feel like they're alone, or they feel like the person you wouldn't expect, you just wouldn't know who is going through shit, and who is you never know who's going through shit. Let's just put it like that. So into the story. So like I said, this incident did happen 2 years ago. November 13th, 2017, actually. I was in a very, very dark place. I was getting over a relationship. I had a bad breakup with my ex. Like, it went from us arguing, like, while we were together, us arguing almost every day nonstop, to we got hit with some news, and it just was like the final nail in our coffin. And we decided to part ways. We broke up with each other. Of course, I'm me being the lover that I am, I would rock with anyone to the end, which is not, don't do it, ladies. But I would really, I would stay, and I was going to fight, and I was going to try to work it out, and it just didn't turn out that way. So I was, I'm still, at this moment, I'm still madly in love with this guy, and it was just horrible. Like, that was the worst breakup I've ever had. I will be the first to admit it. That was a mess. It was really messy. Like, it was a mess. So yeah, so I'm dealing with the breakup. Dealing with my own personal demons, trying to face shit head on that I never really was able to face. I'm not gonna put that out in air because nobody needs to know that, but it was some traumatic shit that I have been through, and still to this day, I don't know how to cope with it correctly, or I still beat myself up about it. So still gotta learn to go through the trials and tribulations for that. But yeah, I was just going through so much, and this particular morning, I just woke up like, why am I here? Like, why am I here? Like, not here in my room, but like here on earth. Like, why am I here? And I was going back and forth with that thought. And what's crazy is, because nobody really knows, like, even when I was in high school, I've had a couple attempts. If you guys don't know what I mean by attempts, I mean suicide. I had a couple suicidal attempts. They never really went through as planned. I I could never come, you know, around to fully going through with them. But, you know, I've had thoughts, and I've tried a couple things back when I was in high school. You know, that's what started all this crap, like my mental health. Like, so back in high school, you know, I've had thoughts, and one time I took like 10 of my mom's pills. Me being in high school, I thought 10 pills was going to do something, but it didn't. It just made me really drowsy and really high. And, you know, my sister was the only one that knew about it at the time. And a guy that I was talking to, I was on the phone with him. He was keeping me up. My sister was keeping me up. They didn't really want to tell my mom. So, you know, we kept that a secret for a while. But fast forward to November 13th, 2017, I took a whole bottle of my mom's pills. They were muscle relaxers. So I took a whole bottle. I'm trying to remember everything because shit is a blur. But I know I texted my best friend, and it was something like she wasn't expecting. So my best friend knew about my attempts in high school. So she kind of knew where that message went. So she FaceTimed me. At this point, it's already kind of kicked in. You know, I'm kind of drowsy. I'm kind of out of it. I just remember her crying and saying, no, 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 you can't leave me. And then she hung up, and she has my fucking mom's number. So she called my mom and told my mom what happened. And my mom like freaked. My mom freaked out. So she called the ambulance, and, you know, we went to the hospital. Of course we went to the hospital. I'm trying to remember because, like I said, after the pills kicked in, everything was kind of like a blur. So we went to the hospital, and I'm sitting on the floor, by the way, guys. Don't mind me. I like the floor. But yeah, so we went to the hospital, and they admitted me or whatever, like, in the hospital. I just remember being in the hospital all day. Like, my mom was like telling me, no, they're gonna have to pump your stomach. Is this what you wanted? Like, why would you do that? Da, 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 da. They actually didn't pump my stomach. They gave me some black shit. It was called charcoal or some shit like that. They made me drink that. I don't really remember drinking it. I just remember waking up later that day and like seeing like black shit on my teeth and stuff. It was really nasty. This is too much information, but for like a week straight, I was like pooping out black poop because of the charcoal and shit. It was disgusting. But I do remember in the hospital, you know, you tried to kill yourself. So either you get 302 or you admit you willingly you willingly put yourself into an institute. So I did not get 302 because, like, at this point, I know something needs to be talked about, discussed, if I really almost went through with ending my life. So I just willingly put myself into an institute. This is actually the paper. I'm not gonna like put it up there, but yeah. This is the paper that they gave me. I'm trying to see what it's saying. I don't know why I still have this, but it's like your Bill of Rights, and, you know, telling you since you voluntarily put yourself in, this is what you're able to do. And it was, you know, I woke up in my right state of mind the next day when I was there. Like, I don't know why I go through these fucking phases. But I woke up, you know, I went to go talk to the doctor, and I'm like, I know for a fact I had depression. I never, like, really spoke to anyone about it, but I know I go through depression. And when I get into these deep depressions, this is the outcome. Like, this is what happens. Like, so the doctor, you know, prescribed me some pills, and I told him, I'm like, this is the crazy shit. Because I told him, I said, I think I got in on a Monday. Yeah, Monday into Tuesday. So I'm like, if I could be out by Friday, I would love that, because I really want to get back to work. Like, I woke up the next day thinking like, okay, I got to think of my exit plan to get out of here. I want to go back to work this weekend. Like, let's just keep moving. But that's not right. So you got to really treat yourself. You have to take time for yourself. So I ended up staying that whole week, and it helped. People think I'm crazy, like they look at me like I'm crazy, but like me being in there, even though it was only for like 5 days, but me being in there for those 5 days was a big help. Like it really was. It helped me more than anybody even knew. I met a couple of good people in there as well. You know, we talked and we had a lot of talks with each other and just about life and what we were going through and some of the shit that, you know, caused us to like really get here. So yeah, I met some good people in there, and shout out to them. I don't conversate with them anymore. I kind of lost their numbers, but shout out to them. They know who they are. Yeah, but I wanted to touch on this because I got such a good feedback from the depression video, and a lot of people, you know, still to this day, whenever I put it up out for the world to see and share the link, they'll go to it and they'll like write like, thank you, like I needed that, or you know, thank you for speaking up because I'm currently feeling X, Y, and Z. And it's like, I know how I felt when I felt like I didn't have anybody to talk to, or excuse me, or you know, you just don't want to be that depressed friend, because I still suffer from depression. I'm trying to work through it. Like I said, I don't want to depend on pills. That's dead. I'm considering that I tried to OD on pills. I just don't want to depend on pills for shit at this moment. Like, but like seriously, almost slipped a couple weeks ago. So I literally, it's best if I'm not around pills at all. Like I was in a state a couple weeks ago and I was thinking, I like had pills in my apartment. I'm like, to take them or not take them. Like I struggle with that shit. So I just don't want to be around pills. I don't want to have pills in my area, in my home, because I'm now here alone. So it could definitely go a different way. But yeah, so I just wanted to touch base, like I said, because a lot of people still come to me to this day and, you know, they think like, you're such a ray of sunshine, you're such a light, like you give me hope. I just want those people to know that I still have my days. Like it's a work in progress, people. It really is. And mental health is very serious, and a lot of people make it a joke, and it's not. It's a serious illness. Some people can't even control the fucking thoughts that they have. I'm lucky enough to be a little headstronger, and when I really put my mind to it, I can be like, you know what, this not you. Get that shit out your head right now. Like, but other people, it's been proven, like, other people can't, and that shit ends a different way. They end up dead. They end up dead or really losing their fucking mind and killing other people. And it you know, I just want everyone to really take heed and to not shut out the mental health conversation. It's a thing. It's real. I feel like our generation goes through it more than past generations have. We've been through trauma. There is not a single person that I can talk to right now that I am cool with and haven't been through some type of trauma. Whether it's their parents, their friends, their significant others. Like, I've lost so many childhood friends to gun violence. It's just like scary now. Like, I fucking pray for my brother every day when he's out, and my brothers who I, you know, adopted, they know who they are. I fucking ask God to look over them every time they're out and about. Freaking family drama. You know, my dad wasn't in my life for a good chunk of my life. From 4 years old to 11 years old, he wasn't there. Now, I love my dad to pieces. If you guys, like, when you guys see this and you'll see my Instagram, you're like, well, the bitch be posting her dad. Like, yes, we have a great, you know, relationship now, but from ages 4 to 11, or 4 to 10, because I think I met him when I was 10, turning to 11, but from 4 to 10, I think, let me say that. 4 to 10's a good, that's when I needed daddy the most, and guess who wasn't there? Daddy. So I'm slowly learning that, yeah, bitch, you got daddy issues. Like, for the longest, I thought I didn't, but it's starting to show. I definitely do have daddy issues. So that's another thing that has to get worked out. I talked to my mother before I say this, so it's okay. And before I say this, I know she's gonna watch it, and I'm not gonna cry, but mommy, I'm so proud of you for your journey that you, I said I wasn't gonna cry, but mom, I'm so proud of you. Your growth is amazing. You are doing a wonderful job in sobriety. Yes, sobriety. My mom did drugs for a long time, and she's been clean, I want to say, for a long time. It's been 7 years, and she's been clean, and she was the best mom when she was on it, but she's a greater mom now that she's off of it. And I just love her to death. But that did play a part in some of the shit that I was going through in high school, because me and my mom's relationship, once I got older and realized what was really going on with her, I had a lot of resentment to her. We argued a lot back when I was in high school, like a lot, and it was just because I just wanted her to see, like, do you see what you're doing? You're sick already. My mom has lupus, so she's sick already, and then you're doing this. Like, stop before you kill yourself. I don't want you to kill yourself. Like, I would literally, like, I had so, not hate in my heart for my mom, but it was just so, like, I just felt like I was her, like, her mom. I wanted to yell at her so bad to get her shit together. And mommy, you finally have your shit together. She know I curse too, so it's okay, guys. But you finally have your shit together, and I love you to death, and I'm so proud of you. And I tell you all the time, when I make it, no matter what I plan on doing, when I make it, you make it, I got you. But yeah, so all of that, like, stems from what I go through and what I deal with every day. But like I said, those things don't define you, and you can get over them. You can talk to anybody. You can talk to your parents about the shit. Like, don't sweep under the rug how you're feeling. Like, my dad knows how I felt about him not being here. Like, he knows when I was younger, I used to have dreams about, like, smacking the shit out of him because he wasn't around. Like, he wasn't around, and I just didn't understand why. We've talked about it. Excuse, kind of not really, but it is what it is. We have a relationship now, and I love my father to pieces. My mom, we've talked about everything, and she knows I'm really proud of her. Our relationship is so much better now, especially since I moved out, because it ain't get no better. We still clashed even when she wasn't on drugs, and I just think we weren't made to be in the same space, because we kind of got the same attitude, and it's horrible. But yeah, like, my mommy, she knows I'm very, very proud of her, and I just want her to keep up the good work, and don't fall victim to these streets and to this nut shit. Yeah, and for my loved ones that I've lost to gun violence, they're on my mind every day. Like, seriously, there's not a day that goes by that Zeke isn't on my mind. There isn't a day that goes by that Tyree isn't on my mind. We lost a couple other people too, but those are the two people that stick out to me the most. They're literally on my mind every day, and I just have to know that there was a greater purpose for their timely demise, which I still don't get, but you cannot question the work of the universe. So I try to just take all of that and just try to push forward and keep sane, because if you don't, you will fall victim. I almost fell victim twice. So it's all about getting your mind right and taking care of your mental. So yeah, I don't know, this is kind of like a venting session too, but like I said, I wanted to get that story out. I've been wanting to, because it's like, looking at me, you would not think that I've really had 2 real suicide attempts. You wouldn't think it. When I tell certain people, they're like, like they look kind of at me like, you don't seem that way. Nobody seems no way. People know how to put up a front. I am a great actor. I know how to act like I'm not depressed, and as soon as I get in this fucking house, I'm in my feelings, crying nonstop for, I don't even know why. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so I just wanted to get this out there, and to really, you know, it's kind of a long video, and I'm sorry, but if you watch it all the way to the end, thank you. Again, my DMs are always open. If you guys have me on Instagram, my DMs are always open. If you want to know a little more, if you want to talk just a little deeper into it, feel free to DM me. I'm an open book, literally. There's not too much that I'm not willing to share, and the shit that I'm not willing to share is just little pieces. But there's not too much that I'm not willing to share with you guys. So again, back to the regular. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, it's okay. You can give it a thumbs down. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, loves.